what time it is. It's Entropy time, and here's the intro. So nice and slow, just like on the bottom 3 strings. I just kind of alternate back and forth a little bit, but start on the open, or start on D here, but it's like a hammer on. That for a bunch until the end. It's just on the low D, and then 4th string D, and then back to the beginning. Then there's a little bit of an alternate thing thrown in here. Comes down to 10 and 12 on the A string. So I'm 10 to 12, open, high D. That's 12 on the high D. 10 on the high D. 8 on the high D, and then 10, 12. And then I walk it down. And then there's that same pattern, but it's just starting on 3 and 5. Then back to the beginning. And that's basically the intro. It just kind of weaves in and out of that a few times. But those are the parts. Those are the notes. So, and then it goes to the chorus. Then the main riff. And then the verse. And then it's just bass for a little bit, and then I'm playing these chords to fill it in. Maybe what I'm hearing a little bit on the bass is maybe playing some of those fills on the bass note to kind of fill things in. So it might be maybe something like that. Just to kind of fill it in with some of those fills, groove it around a little bit. But those fills got to be tight. And then it goes back to the main groove. Then back to the verse. Same thing for the verse. Same fills, same everything, unless you want to spice it up. Then after that, there's like this shreddy part. So after the second verse, we're going to go into this bit. It's going to be something like this. So that's like the whole line. I don't know what time signature in, but it's not in a 4. So it's does that for maybe 4. I don't remember. And then it goes up and alternates it to this other riff, which is like on the 10 and 12. I'll play it quick first. Fucked that up, that last bit, but again, essentially it's just this. And then it goes up to the A string, almost the same pattern. So again, on the A string. Really hard to play slow. But then it goes back down for that way it started. And then there's a little fill in there. I think we'll probably just do like. Does that 3 times, ends back on the. Start the interlude, and I think we're going to start it with this bit, which is basically the same as the intro, the variation of the intro when it changes the chords. So it's and then it's going to go back up here, but it's going to vary just a little tiny bit. So it's... So that run is... do that for however long it does it, and then it's going to break out of there, and it's going to go to this dream theater-y kind of part, which is just goes on the D. So it's just a quick 2. So it's just this D chord, and then I'm taking that 5th away. And then we're going to go to the section where there's going to be a guitar solo. And it's just basically the same groove and time as the verse, but we're just doing like 4. And I might switch it up a little bit and throw the... But I think bass, if we just hold down that, that'll be cool. And then from there, it's just going to break back to the verse, or the chorus. So that's the variation. It's just the same chords and everything. It's just going to go do that run every time, but go back to the open. So I don't know how many times it does the chorus for that last one, maybe 4, probably 4. And then it just goes to a variation on the main groove, which is just open D. So that last take on that main groove, I'm just playing fifths with the open D every time. And then it just ends. It's kind of like a D minor chord, but I'm adding that G. And then the outro comes up to that A sharp or B flat. Same like as the chorus, kind of a little bit of a take on the chorus. A, G, with that D minor. So yeah, I mean, I guess you could kind of play any harmony over that line with like just a D minor, you know, tonic kind of deal. But that's it, basically. There's a lot of fucking shit and madness, but it's pretty simple in terms of the parts.